All right, guys, get some NCAA basketball picks and props for Friday, March 22nd slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Have you start us off?
Yeah, we swept the game picks myself barely, but hey, a cash is a cash. I gave out Arizona minus 19.5 versus Long Beach State. Arizona, they did win by 20. Yesterday's video, it was 19.5. I think at tip off, it might have been 20.5. Hopefully, you guys got it in early like I did.
Yeah, and I took Texas minus 2.5 going up against Colorado State. Did not think Colorado State was a very good team because Virginia made them look really good. Turns out Virginia rubbed off on Colorado State to put up 11 points in the first half, and somehow they still found themselves in the game late. But Texas took it by double digits, I believe, late in that game to cover the spread. So we did win the game there, 1-0 day. Try to go to the player props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, I got a win over here as well. I gave out Terrence Shannon over 24.5 points versus Morehead State. Shannon, he started off red hot, kind of slowed down towards the end, but hey, got the 26 points, so shout out Shannon.
Yeah, and I've got the big man, DJ Burns, to go over his total points at 12.5 points. It's going up right now against Texas Tech. 12 minutes left in the game. He's sitting at 8, but he's only played 10 total minutes. He's got 3 personal fouls. We need him in this game late to get a couple more buckets so we can cash for the double sweep for game picks and props with Trey and myself. Trey, let's go to our game picks for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be attacking this Yale going up against Auburn in game, and this is going to be an entertaining game to watch. Yesterday, I cashed on a big favorite, and I'm running it back with another one here today. Gave me Auburn minus 12.5 in this game. I expect them to dominate throughout this one. In my opinion, Yale is just not on the same level as Auburn, and that's going to be apparent early and often because Auburn, they're the 4th best team in the nation, according to KenPom. So they are very underseeded as a 4 seed in this tournament. And we're going to be jumping all over this mismatch because KenPom, they have Auburn ranked as the 10th best offense and the 5th best defense. And I think both those rankings are pretty fair because as a team defense, Auburn, they force opponents to shoot 38.4% from the field. That's the 5th lowest percentage in the nation. And Auburn, they also average the 13th most points per game with an average of 83.3 points per game. That's because they shoot a ton of shots and they do not turn the ball over. So Auburn, they can pour on the points offensively and then suffocate you on the defensive end. We're going to see Auburn progressively outscore Yale in this game. And by the end of it, it's going to be a 20-plus point win for the Tigers. Auburn, they walked through the SEC tournament, and I think that they're going to walk through the first couple rounds of this tournament. Give me Auburn here, minus 12.5 versus Yale.
Yeah, Trey, I'd like to play there for you. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the 8 versus 9 matchup between the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Texas A&M Aggies. I'm going to be taking Texas A&M in this game on the money line to beat up on the Cornhuskers. I know a lot of people like Nebraska, but the Cornhuskers have not won an NCAA tournament game in their program's history. I also think Nebraska is being very overvalued coming out of that Big Ten conference. This is a solid team, no doubt about it. But Texas A&M has shown me over the last 5 games they have a tournament team who can make a Sweet 16 run if they can knock off their 1 seed. Texas A&M should have played in the SEC Conference Final game, but Florida came storming back on them, making a 20-point comeback after Texas A&M was up 40-20. I also love Buzz Williams as a head coach. He always has his guys playing with 100% effort. And Texas A&M, before coming into this tournament, was playing their best basketball of the season, winning 4 consecutive games before the loss to Florida and covering the spread in all of those games, 2 of which they were big underdogs. Texas A&M also has the ability to play in low-scoring games and high-scoring games, having the firepower to keep up with teams who love to push the pace, and having the defensive capability of playing with teams who like to slow down the tempo. Texas A&M is the better overall team, and just because Nebraska has a fun player on their side and everybody's betting on him to succeed, that does not mean we need to take Nebraska to win this game. Give me the better overall team, Texas A&M, to win this game in advance as the play. Trey, let's go to the player props. Have you start us off?
Well, this is awkward because I'm betting on that Asian sensation to continue to dominate here in this game. Give me Keisei Tominaga to go over 14.5 points versus Texas A&M. I really love this over for Tominaga in this game because I think that we're going to see him at least score 15 points. And I feel like that's not asking for the world here. And I believe that for a few reasons. The first reason is because Tominaga, he's coming in this game with some momentum. Like Bear said, everybody's talking about him. And that's because over his last 3 games, he's averaging 23.7 points per game, which is way over this number. And whenever we realize that Tominaga actually played better on the road this year, he shot more times, shot more efficiently, and scored more points on the road where he averaged 15.1 points per game, which is right at this number. That makes me believe that this moment's not going to be too big for him. And with the world talking about this kid, like Bear was saying, he can easily shrink. But I think that's going to make him show up here in this game and dominate for Nebraska. Now, I do agree with Bear. I was a big Texas A&M guy throughout the early regular season, so I don't hate that pick. but I think we're not asking for the world for 15 points here from Tominaga. So give me Keisei Tominaga to go over 14.5 points versus Texas A&M.
I agree with everything you said. I don't think 15 points is a ton to ask for, but I also think Texas A&M is going to beat Nebraska. So I love both the plays. For my player prop today, we're going to be looking at another big man to go over his total points. Zach Edey, the monster, to go over his total points against Grambling. Grambling, the 16th seed, has one of their forwards who plays 33 minutes per game. He's standing at 6'5" tall. The other forward is 21.2 minutes per game. He's standing at 6'7" tall. The last forward is playing 21 minutes per game. He's standing at 6'11", but he's a non-factor for this team. He's only scoring 4.5 points per game, 5 rebounds per game on the season. Edey's a 7'4", 300-plus pound monster, and if you watched him all season long, you know he's going to drop 30-plus points in this game against the 16 seed. He's scoring 24.4 points per game against some of the best teams in the country over the total season. He's shooting 61.9% from the field, which is 16th best in the nation, and we know Purdue wants to play through Zach Edey. They've done it all season long, and they should do it because he scored 20-plus points in 10 consecutive games, and if you're looking for more, he scored 25-plus points in 7 consecutive games. Nobody on Grambling can match up with Zach Edey. He's going to have himself another 25-plus point performance as Purdue dominates Grambling all game long. Give me Zach Edey over his points as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with Auburn here, minus 12.5 against Yale. I feel like they're easily just the better team, and I feel like that's going to be made apparent throughout this game. Also going with Keisei Tominaga to go over 14.5 points versus Texas A&M. I feel like he can make 5 3-pointers in this game and hit this number. So I love this low number.
Very possible there. I'm going to take Texas A&M to win this game against Nebraska. I think they're the better overall team. I think Nebraska's getting overhyped because of Keisei or however you say his name. But I think Texas A&M is the better overall team, and they've got the better head coach. So I'm going A&M here. And then Zach Edey over 25.5 points against Grambling. Nobody is going to be able to stop him. If Purdue gives him the ball like they've been giving him the ball all season long, he's going to have 30-plus points. Guys, that's going to do it for the NCAA basketball plays and props for Friday, March 22nd slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. Leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,